Hey, welcome back. And if this is your first time here, you picked the perfect video to start with because today we're breaking down a family SUV that's quietly becoming one of the smartest buys on the market right now, the 2026 Kia Sorento Hybrid. And by the time this video ends, you're going to wonder why you ever considered paying full gas prices for a three-row SUV again. Let's get into it. Here's the thing most car buyers get completely wrong. They look at the sticker price and stop there. But the real question is, what does this vehicle cost you to live with, month after month, year after year? And that's exactly where the Sorento Hybrid starts making people's jaws drop. 36 miles per gallon combined in a three-row SUV. That's not a typo. And if you step up to the plug-in hybrid version, you're looking at 74 miles per gallon equivalent on a full charge, with up to 30 miles of pure electric driving before you even smell gasoline. For the average commuter, that could mean an entire work week without a single gas station stop. That's not just efficiency, that's freedom. Now, what's new for 2026? Honestly, nothing changed. And before you scroll away, that's actually good news. When Kia doesn't touch a model, it means they already got it right. This is a mature, polished vehicle that doesn't need fixing. Confident, not laziness. Big difference. Pricing starts at $40,385 and climbs to $54,985 at the top. And here's the part that actually surprises people. Even the base model comes loaded. We're talking faux-leather upholstery, heated front seats, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and remote start, all standard. No hidden packages, no ticking option boxes just to get basic features. Kia just gives you the stuff you actually want. Under the hood, the conventional hybrid pairs a turbocharged 1.6-liter four-cylinder engine with an electric motor for a combined 227 horsepower. Front-wheel drive and a 6-speed automatic comes standard, with all-wheel drive available if you need it. The plug-in hybrid steps at up to 261 horsepower with a more powerful motor, and AWD comes standard on every PHEV model. No extra charge. How does it drive? Smooth, composed. Maybe not the most exciting thing you've ever piloted, but that's not what this car is for. It's effortless in the way that good family vehicles should be. And compared to the base non-hybrid Sorento, the hybrid's acceleration feels noticeably perkier. That instant electric torque makes a real difference in daily driving. One small caveat though, in front-wheel drive models under heavy throttle, you can feel a little torque steer through the steering wheel. Nothing dramatic, but worth knowing. On the test track, the conventional hybrid hit 60 miles per hour in 7.2 seconds. Solid for a three-row hauler. The plug-in actually tested slightly slower at 7.6 seconds because all that extra battery weight adds up. The Jeep Grand Cherokee 4 XE is quicker if speed is your priority, but we'll get to how the Jeep compares on other things in a moment. Towing, pay attention here. The non-hybrid Sorento can pull 3,500 pounds. The hybrid version drops that to 2,000 pounds. For jet skis, small trailers, lightweight camper, totally fine. But if you're planning to tow something serious, that's a deal breaker you need to know before you fall in love with this car. The Jeep can tow up to 6,000 pounds, so that gap is real. Now, for PHEV buyers specifically, the 11.8 kilowatt-hour battery delivers around 29 to 30 miles of electric-only range per charge. If your round-trip commute is under 30 miles, and a huge percentage of people's commutes are, you could run almost entirely on electricity. Charge overnight, drive to work, come home, repeat. Your gas tank barely moves. Over a year, that difference in fuel cost is genuinely meaningful. Over 5 or 10 years of ownership, it's a completely different financial equation. On our real-world 75 miles per hour highway test, the conventional hybrid recorded 31 miles per gallon, below the EPA's estimate, as real-world results usually are, but still exceptional for this class. The PHEV recorded 25 miles per gallon on gasoline alone. But again, if you're charging regularly, that gasoline number barely matters. Step inside and things get impressive fast. The interior is clean, contemporary, and genuinely upscale feeling without being overdone. Stitched surfaces on the door panels and seat inserts give everything a premium look that punches well above this price range. Ambient lighting flows through the cabin beautifully. Storage is everywhere. Cup holders, cubbies, dedicated phone spots. Kia clearly thought about how real families use real cars. First and second rows are genuinely comfortable for adults. Legroom is generous. The seats are supportive, and the driving position is excellent. The third row, though, let's be honest, it's tight. Best for kids, not for grown adults on a long road trip. But that's true of virtually every mid-size three-row SUV in existence. If you need true adult third row space, you need a full-size SUV. For most families using that row occasionally for kids or cargo, it's perfectly fine. Tech is where Kia really impressed. A 12.3-inch touchscreen comes standard, along with built-in navigation, wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, and Sirius XM. No wired, no extra packages required. Just get in and connect. The basic speaker stereo sounds good for everyday use, but step up to the SX Prestige, and you get a 12-speaker Bose system and a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster that makes the whole cabin feel thoroughly modern and premium. Safety. This is where Kia does not compromise. Automated emergency braking with pedestrian and cyclist detection, standard. Lane departure warning with lane keeping assist, standard. Blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, remote start, all standard on the base trim. Adaptive cruise control with highway driving assist, which actively centers the vehicle in its lane on the highway, also included across the lineup. For a family vehicle, this safety package is genuinely excellent, and the fact that you don't need expensive option packages to access, it says everything about Kia's priority. And then there's a warranty, which is honestly one of the best arguments for buying a Kia full stop. 5 years or 60,000 miles of basic coverage, 10 years or 100,000 miles on the powertrain, and critically for a hybrid, 10 years or 100,000 miles of coverage on hybrid component. That battery, that electric motor, all of it covered for a decade. That kind of backing is almost unheard of in this segment, and it should give any hybrid skeptic serious pause. The one honest downside? No complimentary scheduled maintenance. Hyundai, Kia's corporate cousin, offers it. Kia doesn't. It's not a deal breaker, but it's a real difference worth factoring into your ownership cost calculation. So here's the bottom line. The 2026 Kia Sorento Hybrid is not trying to be the flashiest thing on the road. It's not the quickest. It can't out-tow the Jeep. But for the vast majority of families shopping a three-row SUV in 2026, it checks nearly every single box. Exceptional fuel economy, premium interior feel, comprehensive standard safety tech, genuinely strong value at every trim level, and a warranty that backs it all up for a decade. If you drive mostly short commutes and can charge at home, the PHEV transforms this car into something even more compelling, a vehicle that could fundamentally change what you spend on transportation every single month. And if that's not worth your attention, I don't know what is. Drop your questions below and comment. Hit that like button if this helped you, and we'll catch you in the next one.